Welcome back to the deep dive. So if you're a parent or, anyone really looking after kids these days, you know that feeling, right? The constant mental juggling, that cognitive load everyone talks
Oh,
about.
absolutely. It's relentless. Information overload, schedule management. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's not just the doing stuff, the driving, the feeding, the getting them dressed.
hmm
It's the planning,
Yeah.
the constant stream of checklists in your head, the emotional scripts you run, the research.
Yeah.
It's like, is this tantrum typical? Does it need a lesson or just a hug? It's exhausting.
Equally exhausting.
So today we're diving into something that might sound a bit sci-fi, but is actually super practical right now, using artificial intelligence, AI, as a kind of co-pilot.
Right. A genuine assistant for parenting.
Exactly, to help manage that administrative burden, that cognitive weight. The big idea here is how can we use this tech to, clear out some mental clutter,
hmm
free up that brain space, that prefrontal cortex bandwidth, so you can actually bring more patience, more warmth, more you to the table.
Yes. That's precisely the mission here. We've dug into some really insightful science-based guidance on AI and parenting, cutting through, the fear and the hype.
Good.
Our goal is to show you how to use AI to augment your connection with your kids, to make you maybe a better, definitely less stressed parent,
Okay.
not to replace the human stuff. That's critical. So we've got specific prompts you can literally copy and paste. We'll touch on the neuroscience of why this offloading actually helps. And crucially, the safety rules, the guardrails.
Okay, guardrails are essential. Let's unpack it. You mentioned the biggest win first, cognitive offloading. It's a term we hear a lot.
Yeah, it gets tossed around.
But what does it actually look like
Yeah.
day to day? Like your brain's already maxed out. It's Tuesday afternoon. There's a meltdown brewing.
Yeah.
How does AI help then?
Right. So it means strategically taking those repetitive, maybe tedious tasks, the ones clogging up your mental workspace and moving them out. So if AI handles, say, the initial planning for meals or making that ridiculously long packing list for a trip or even drafting a difficult email, your brain isn't actively holding all those details.
Right, it's not juggling them.
Exactly. And that frees up that precious prefrontal cortex bandwidth, which is where, your patience lives, your ability to regulate your own emotions, your warmth.
Okay.
So when that meltdown does hit, you actually have the capacity to pause, access those resources inside yourself, and respond calmly, instead of just reacting out of stress because your brain is already full.
That makes a lot of sense. So for maximum impact, like right now, today, what are the top things we can actually hand over to AI? The admin stuff, the emotional labor stuff.
Okay, yeah, we can break it down into some really useful categories. First, the straightforward admin management. Things like generating complex meal plans, accounting for allergies or picky eaters.
Oh, yeah.
Or those exhaustive packing lists for travel, getting calendar reminders texted to you, just getting that stuff out of your head.
Simple wins, but big relief.
Huge relief. But maybe even more interesting is this idea of drafting then humanizing.
Okay, what's that?
So you use the AI model to generate a first draft. Maybe it's that slightly formal email to a teacher, or the basic structure for a new chore chart, or even a bedtime story outline.
Right, the bare bones.
Exactly. The AI does the kind of mechanical bit, then you step in, you add the warmth, the personal details, the specific family context, the relational glue.
I like that distinction, draft and humanize. Because, the immediate reaction could be, wait, am I outsourcing my relationship? Is this inauthentic?
That's such an important point. And the answer is no if you do it right. You're outsourcing the structure, maybe the syntax, the organization, not the feeling, not the connection.
Okay.
By letting AI handle let's call it the mental heavy lifting of the initial draft, you save your energy for the part that actually matters most.
Okay.
Delivering it with the right tone, with eye contact, with genuine feeling. Think of it like prepping ingredients versus cooking the meal.
Okay, that's a great analogy. It reframes it from outsourcing the relationship to almost like self-care, freeing you up for the relationship.
Precisely. You save enough energy to show up fully.
All right, so beyond the admin and drafting, what about the really intense emotional side of parenting? The coaching, the calming down.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting. We move into things like parent coaching aids and co-regulation support.
How does that work?
You can ask the AI to generate really specific coaching language. For instance, examples of labeled praise. That's praise that's super specific and focuses on effort, not just outcome.
Instead of just good job.
Exactly. Which often doesn't land, right? Or you could ask for specific reflective listening stems, ways to show you understand, all tailored to your child's age and the exact situation you're facing.
Wow, okay. That's specific.
And for emotional support, co-regulation aids are potentially huge. You could ask for, say, a 2-minute co-regulation plan for a 10-year-old who's angry after school.
A 2-minute plan.
Yeah, specifying maybe a simple breathing exercise, a movement cue, and even the exact words you might need to say to help them calm down. Or, for executive function help, breaking down a big, overwhelming task.
Like clean your room, the dreaded one.
Exactly, turning that into tiny micro steps, maybe with little time estimates for each one, even a visual checklist format, making it feel manageable.
That task breakdown is huge, especially for kids who, struggle to just get started. And the source mentioned learning scaffolds too.
Yes, but this comes with a really important warning label.
Okay.
AI should be used to create scaffolds for learning, not just be an answer machine. So don't ask it for the answer to the math problem.
Right. Ask it.
Ask it for things like Socratic question, sets questions that guide the child to figure things out themselves. Or ask for worked examples that show the process of solving something, step by step, not just the final result.
So it's about teaching them how to think, not what to think.
Precisely. And a really fun application here is bridging their special interests into learning.
Oh, like how?
You could ask it to explain fractions using Minecraft crafting recipes, or write a short, age-appropriate story about dinosaurs that includes these 5 vocabulary words, making learning relevant to their world.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Okay, we've covered a lot of the what. Let's take a breath, like you said, and connect it back to the science. Why does offloading my grocery list actually make me a calmer parent when my kid spills the milk?
Right. It seems unrelated, but it's directly connected through a couple of key brain pathways.
Okay.
First, the really simple one, working memory. It's like your brain's RAM, right? Limited capacity. When you offload the logistics, the lists, the schedules, you literally free up space. That headroom translates directly into more available energy for patients. Simple capacity increase.
Less mental juggling means more resources for emotional regulation.
Exactly. But then there's the deeper connection. If we think about something like polyvagal theory, which deals with our nervous system's response to safety and threat.
Okay, how does AI fit there?
Well, AI can provide those predictable co-regulation scripts we talked about. The specific sequence of words that signal safety, calm, and predictability to a child's nervous system.
So the words themselves have a calming structure.
The structure helps, yes. The AI gives you the sheet music, the exact words. But, and this is critical, your calm breath, your steady voice, your physical presence, that's what delivers the neurological medicine. That's what helps shift your child out of fight or flight and back into feeling safe and connected with you.
So the AI provides the script, but the human parent is the actor delivering the performance with warmth and connection. That's a really important distinction.
Huge distinction. It's a tool, not a replacement for the human element.
Okay, so that structure helps the parent's nervous system and the child's. What about motivation? How does this help a kid actually do the thing, like the chores?
Okay, that connects to our dopamine system, the reward pathway.
Right.
AI is exceptionally good at taking big, scary, I don't want it tasks and slicing them into tiny, achievable micro steps.
Like we said with clean your room.
Exactly. By providing those clear next steps, those little checkboxes that can tick off almost immediately, it triggers a small release of dopamine, that, yes, I did it, feeling.
The little wins.
Those little wins build momentum. They help the child experience success quickly, often, which builds self-belief, self-efficacy. This is especially powerful for kids who struggle with executive functions, like starting tasks or staying motivated.
Okay, this is making so much sense practically. Let's make it even more concrete. For listeners wanting those quick wins, what are some specific copy-paste ready prompts from the source material?
Okay, think of the AI like a specialist consultant you can brief. Dealing with morning chaos. Try this. Create a 1-page visual morning routine for my 7-year-old with ADHD. Use playful language, include checkboxes, and keep it to a maximum of 3 simple steps per phase, like getting dressed, breakfast, ready for school.
Wow, that's specific. And yeah, definitely better than me staring at a blank page at 11 p.m. trying to invent one.
Totally. Or struggling with praise. Try. Give me 10 examples of labeled praise I can use with my 11-year-old who is avoiding homework. Focus the praise specifically on effort, strategy, or persistence, not just completion or correctness.
Okay, shifting focus from outcome to process. I like that.
Yes. And here's a really powerful one for tricky conversations. Let's role play. I need to talk to my teenager about breaking curfew last night. You be me, the parent. I'll be my teen. Help me practice the script for setting a clear boundary calmly, expressing my concern, and offering a chance to repair the trust.
Whoa, role-playing with the AI.
Yeah, it lets you rehearse. You can practice the hard conversation until you feel calm and confident delivering it. It takes the emotional heat out of the preparation.
That's actually brilliant. Okay, the utility is undeniable, but powerful tools come with risks. We have to talk seriously about the guardrails, the non-negotiables.
Absolutely non-negotiable.